PFF Team Needs Series rolls on. It's AFC West time, Mike. Let's get through each team, starting with the Denver Broncos. Some of their key needs, starting with wide receiver. A couple different ways we could have gone here. We said wide receiver, another place where they can add depth. They have tried to attack this position in recent years, but still more work to be done.
Yeah, Cortland Sutton, Deshaun Hamilton a year ago. Not sure exactly what you got there, but you could add more talent to the fold there to give Joe Flacco, or whoever is going to be quarterback next year, some help. Someone, probably not top 10, probably not the 10th overall pick, doesn't really necessarily make sense to reach for a receiver, but day two, we love someone like Deebo Samuel, how he'd fit in the slot and mix in with that offense.
And I could see him easily replacing Emmanuel Sanders, similar skill set in that offense. Love Deebo on the turn there in the second round for a number of teams, not just the Broncos. We're also looking at guard as a potential need for Denver. Feels like this has been a spot for a while, guard and tackle as well.
Yeah, they could use guard help. Again, probably not going to be top 10, day two, day three, just someone to come in there and solidify that offensive line, because the interior crumbled when Matt Paradis went down in week 10.
Yeldy Froholt from Arkansas, one of your favorite players. Could be available there. Well, should be there in round two that they could look at. It could be available in rounds 3 and 4, to be honest. And then interior of the defensive line, another place where I think they just need a little bit more impact. And in the first round at number 10, I think one of their best case scenarios is Ed Oliver being available there. I think that'd be a great fit.
Yeah, this is definitely where I foresee them being, the target in the top of round 1. Ed Oliver obviously would be a fantastic name to hit there. A number of other names as well could make sense. But yeah, Derek Wolfe there, just not been the same person since the PED-aided season back 2015.
Yeah, he was helped a little bit there. All right, let's move on to the Kansas City Chiefs. Top 3 needs: cornerback, and cornerback. Is that right?
Yes. Just corners? That's their day
one. Did we do that right? No.
That's their day 2. But realistically,
we had to have a couple other needs in there, but it's definitely cornerback. And we like a lot of the corners in this draft, but I don't know if the NFL does. So I think we might see some drop, and they're going to maybe get some really good players.
Yeah, I think they'll be able to get a starter from day one, at least something better than what's on that roster currently. So that's good for them. So I think this is a good draft for them. The way it's setting up at cornerback, won't need to move up to get their guy. You want to keep those two that first and that second rounder, so you can get 2 of them instead of just 1.
We like DeAndre Baker from Georgia, who could be available there. David Long, a guy that we have as a late first, early second round type of player, also could be a very good fit there. Edge defender now has to be a need for the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Houston's out. Dee Ford is out. And even though they had this really good pass rush last year and still couldn't cover anybody, still something you want to address and get after the quarterback.
Yeah, I think they definitely, if it's not cornerback first round, if there is any other position where they could feasibly go, it is edge defender. It is someone to rush the passer. They still have Chris Jones on the interior, so it's not going to be dreadful, but yeah, someone there at the back end of round 1, maybe someone like Cleveland Farrell to get after the passer.
And then if the Tyreek Hill situation, does lead to them needing a wide receiver, which, they could still attack anyway, Andy Isabella, do you think he could potentially replace that Tyreek Hill position in the offense?
That's the type of receiver he is. I'm not putting a Tyreek Hill comp on him. That's absurd. No one's Tyreek Hill, but that's the type of receiver he is in terms of a downfield threat, a multi-dimensional offensive weapon.
But you love Andy Isabella. Yeah. Move him around. I think that'd be a great usage pattern, the way the Chiefs have used Tyreek. How about the Los Angeles Chargers? It's been offensive line for quite a while, particularly offensive tackle, right tackle. Could they get somebody to step right in? Might be tough at the back end of the first round, but certainly a place that they should be attacking. And there's some really good second round value in this draft as well.
I was going to say, I think with how deep this tackle class is, they might be able to hit it there at pick 28. I think Dalton Reisner might be on the board, and if he is, I'd be hard-pressed to see them pass up on him. That's too much of a need, value, fit, right tackle there, plug and play. That should be the pick if he's on the board.
I think there's 2 dream scenarios for the Chargers. That's one of them. Yeah. Reisner available, late first round, pick him up, and he starts. What about on the defensive interior? Another need that feels like it's been just an annual deal for the Chargers.
Core legit, you got the big contract, never lived up to it. He's gone now. Jerry Tillery from Notre Dame, my guy, I think falls to them or falls around that area, and he is a weapon in terms of what he can do as a pass rusher, a weapon on stunts, highest stunt grade of any interior defender in the country last season in college football. Pair him with Joey Bosa or Melvin Ingram on the same side. It's going to be tough for offensive lines to match up with.
Tillery to the Chargers could be one of the best fits in the entire draft if he is still there. And then guard. It's sad that we're still talking about this. We're 2 years removed from watching them draft Forrest Lamp, draft Dan Feeney. We're like, hey, the guard situation looks like it's going to be much better, but we have seen nothing from Lamp, and Feeney has really struggled. There's still hope, but it also has to go on the need list as well.
Yeah, Feeney, one of the lowest graded guards in the NFL last season. Lamp, he hasn't even seen the field. It's impossible. Right. It's impossible to even evaluate. The ACL has really set his career back. So those two positions, I mean, left or right guard at this point, anyone in the second, probably day 2 mix, just draft talent there. Or even Chris Lindstrom in the first round if he's there.
Ooh, Lindstrom, BC, first round potential. And then let's go to the Oakland Raiders and their needs. It's all on the defensive side of the ball. They have to rush the passer better. That's why we put edge down there. They need to cover better. That's why we put corner and linebacker. Are they going to attack edge with that number 4 overall pick?
Yeah, they got to be hoping Josh Allen falls in their lap. Josh Allen falls in the lap, you're running up with that card.
And then if they do look at cornerback in the back end of the first round, like we said about the Chiefs, if the DeAndre Bakers and Byron Murphys of the world do fall, there are some really good fits there. Byron Murphy would be great in Paul Guenther's scheme.
Yeah, Byron Murphy in that scheme, a lot of off-zone coverage. That's Byron Murphy's bread and butter. Put him in there, I think you would get a starting cornerback, a quality starting cornerback from day 1.
We put linebacker as the number 3 need. Given all of their really high draft capital, I don't know if I want to spend one of those picks on a linebacker, the way the linebacker board's going to fall, but definitely something that they could attack day 2, maybe day 3.
Yeah, day 2 or day 3 makes a lot of sense at linebacker because you don't necessarily need to draft one super high to get talent at the position. We like a handful of guys in that mix. Someone like Voshon Joseph has athleticism. You just need someone there who can cover at that linebacker position. Voshon Joseph, David Long, add some athleticism to that linebacker core. Would be a lot more fun to watch on that deal.
All about the defense for the Oakland Raiders. It's your AFC West team needs. Be sure to check out the entire breakdown over at ProFootballFocus.com.